Hi nudies! I'm here with Seth, who is actually one of my favorite makeup artists in the world.
Thank you.
He does such a great job for me. Every time I go to a black tie event, I call Seth. He gets me all glammed up and makes me look beautiful.
She's gorgeous already. I mean, you can't mess with perfection, right?
Today we're going to be doing a summer glow look and talking about cream blushes that I just launched. Cream blushes, cream highlighter, cream bronzer, a few powder ones in there as well. All the creams have a hyaluronic acid in there, which has so many benefits for plumping up the skin. The powders have crushed pearls in them, which help rejuvenate the cells in the skins, and they're amazing for the skin. They make you look great. And I want to know what your tricks are for getting the perfect summer glow blush look.
Well, I think that first and foremost, bronzer is the most important part of your summer beauty routine because it's really the save-all. It's that desert island product that you can really just throw on and create this really effortless, beautiful look that enhances your features. You can get that really beautiful sun-kissed look with it. You can kind of give a contoured effect to your face, which it's one of the most versatile products in existence in beauty. And I think that your new bronzer truly is the epitome of what a bronzer should be. So we're going to start with doing some facial framework with bronzer, and we'll kind of show you how you can layer the bronzer to get more dimension in the skin or on the face, and how the crushed pearl gives a little bit more luminosity that's a little bit more elevated than your typical bronzer. So we're going to dive right in with bronzing and facial framework. By taking Solace, which is this beautiful bronzer. It has this really gorgeous warm tone to it. It's the perfect amount of warmth to be universally flattering. So we're going to start by taking Solace and have this just a powder brush, but you can use a bigger brush. The denser the brush, the more intense the product is going to be on the skin. So if you have a big fluffy brush, you're going to get a little bit more of a dispersed look on your skin from your powder or your product, whatever you're using. Whereas if it's more condensed, you're going to have a little bit more impact. So we're going to start with facial framework, and I'm going to use a little more of a denser brush with the Solace, starting in the forehead.
And these powders are highly pigmented, so you really don't need a whole bunch, right?
Right, a little bit goes a very long way. You're going to take it just on the high forehead, just kind of working right under that cheekbone. Give a little bit more dimension. She already has amazing cheekbones. I mean, can't go wrong here with her. And just taking a little bit on that jawline. Now, you don't necessarily have to take it on the jawline if you don't want to. The jawline is kind of giving a little bit more definition here. Keeping it at this portion of the face will give you a nice lifted look and a nice bronze definition. It's really the rule of thumb with bronzer is wherever the sun hits is kind of where you want to give your bronze effect. So again, we're just going to take that bronzer just here, and then just right under that cheekbone. And then just right here to give a little bit more facial framework. Just take it, and also make sure there's always a part right here where you may miss. Just take it right here around the ear. That way it's a seamless look and you don't really have any white patches anywhere. So make sure that you're taking it far enough back to where you're diminishing or you're getting rid of those little white spots that may exist from missing bronzer. And also it kind of gives a little bit of a flattering effect, especially with this product, just to lift and also around the ear there. Just a nice little glow. Finish up. You can also take a little bit down the bridge of the nose. Again, wherever the sun may hit.
Do you like the tone of that one?
The tone is perfect. It's universally flattering. The most fairest of skin tones can use this product because it just doesn't have that muddy redness to it that I think can easily turn, not be flattering for most skin tones. And also don't forget to take it down your neck because you don't want to have, again, any white spots or any missing pieces there. Also, we all have a white spot here right under the neck where the sun doesn't, or right on the neck, right under the jaw, where the sun doesn't always hit. So taking your bronzer there too can also give you a nice uniform look from forehead to décolleté. Also, one of my favorite things to do with bronzer is to take the bronzer and a little fluffy brush. If you look straight ahead, Isabel, we're going to take it, open straight ahead, look right here. You take it right here to give you a little bit of an easy, effortless eye look. You just kind of blend it out.
That is your favorite thing.
It's my favorite thing.
With the model too, the other day.
I did. I think it's just one of the easiest things to give a really nice pop to the eye. And we're giving, again, that facial framework. So it opens the eye up, and you can use it to blend really any shadow that you're using, so you don't have any harsh lines in your look. So it's beautiful.
Did it warm me up?
It did. Have a look. Have a sneak peek. So now we're going to take the Stellar, which is the cream bronze you can use as a contour. So typically, I would have started with this product first, but we wanted to kind of show you the easy product that you can go to, one product that's one all-in-one versatile product. However, with this one, you can still go on top of your powder. Most times when you have a cream, you can't go on top of the powder because the product will separate, it gets muddy, etc. But with this one, you can actually pat it right on top, and it gives this really beautiful dewy look to the skin. You can pat it right on top of the powder bronzer, and you can use it as a beautiful contour just under the cheekbone. So I'm going to take a beauty blender and just take a small amount. Everything is very, very concentrated. So even though it looks very soft and light in the palette, in the compact, it's still going to have a huge payoff. So we're going to take it just right back where we were using the powder and working kind of as a little bit of a contour.
So for me, this was, besides the color, which it's very
color.
easy to use. There's no orange, there's no yellow really, it's not too dark, too light. But I also couldn't stand goopy creams. Like if your finger sticks all the way through when you're using it, I can't handle that. And with this, you can use a brush, you can use the beauty blender, you can use your fingers. Yeah, I think, I want you to tell me what you think. It's got the beautiful oils in there.
So you're nourishing your skin as well.
You're nourishing your skin, it feels good, it's not too dry where it pulls the skin when you put it on.
So as you can see, I kind of added this beautiful contoured effect here, layering that cream just right on top, and it just kind of almost helps everything to melt into the skin really, really well, which it's difficult when you're layering these products one on top of the other. So we really just created this great melted in dewy skin-like look just by adding a little bit on top of it. And then also what I'm going to take is a little bit of this product. If you'll close your eye for me, I'm going to use it on the lid to give this really beautiful glow, glisten to the lid. And it actually doesn't crease, which is really unique for this product as well. And I think that's why you can layer it on top of powders and other products, because it doesn't crease. If you open, you have this really nice warm lid, and you can really just kind of go out of the house with just this on and have a really beautiful look. So it's super easy to use. And you can take your fingertips. So for example, if you're in a hurry, just have your fingertips here in the car. I know a lot of women do their makeup in the car. It takes, looking in your rearview mirror, or in your mirror on your visor there. You could take your finger, take a small amount of it, and you want to pat it and melt that product in right here at the back of the cheekbone, right up to the ear, and you're getting this really beautiful lifted contour look. Let's get you matching. But do keep in mind that when you're using your finger, it is a little more intense because, again, you're having that extra intensity from having so much product on your hand.
And the warmth. Right?
The warmth is melting into the skin, right? So you get this really beautiful effect, and you can kind of be very strategic about where you're putting it and have a really beautiful contoured effect. So just taking it where you would normally put your contour, it never looks muddy.
For me, like, I'm not very good with contouring because they're usually so dark and so obvious.
Right.
This was good for me because it's a bronzer, it gives you color, and it's a contour.
It's a contour, it's all in one. So it's just one of those miracle products that you can just kind of use anywhere on the face and have this really beautiful look. It's really foolproof because there's really no way that you can mess this product up. You can't ruin it, you can't have this splotchiness, because as long as you're able to melt the product into the skin with your fingertips, you can create a beautiful, elegant look. So now we're going to go in with some other beautiful cream products. We're going to start with Golden, which is this amazing cream highlighter. So it's more than just makeup, it's skincare too. So you literally have the plumping, hydrating aspect from the hyaluronic acid found in this product, but you're also getting the crushed pearl. And what crushed pearl is going to do is going to regenerate, refresh skin, and it's also going to help increase collagen production. So who doesn't want to look younger? So wear your makeup, look younger. I mean, it's a no-brainer. So this product is going to give you skincare and color all in one beautiful product. And this is something you can use day or night. We're going to show you a daytime look, and then we're going to transition to night by adding some powder products on top of it. So without any further ado, we're going to use Golden, and I'm going to apply this in a downwards motion, and I'll tell you why later. So we're taking my beauty blender.
So I have to say, this is by far my favorite product of all the 10 because I put it on every single morning and it just has that glistening effect. It's not harsh, it doesn't make you look like a mirror, but it makes your skin look so dewy, so beautiful.
And refresh, it's gorgeous. So we're taking that high cheekbone, and pop a little bit down the bridge of the nose, and then a little bit just here in the center of the forehead to bring brightness to the center of the face. And then also take your finger, pop a little bit here, right on the cupid's bow, to give a really beautiful pout. And just a little in the chin. So that is Golden, and again we did that in a downwards motion to press it into the skin. If you really want a little extra impact, take your finger and melt it into the skin. And now we're going to take the Ibiza Nude, which is this gorgeous warm cream blush, and we're going to apply it just to the apple of the cheek. So again, in that downwards motion, we're taking our beauty blender and we're going to pat it just right here on the apple of the cheek. And we're doing it in a naturally blush look. So when you blush, it actually starts here and goes up. So you see me concentrating here more than I am anywhere else in the face, because you want to have most of your color on the apple of the cheek and lightly fading upwards. So more of it here, and then you can lightly take the excess and just kind of take it up a little higher, and that's giving this really beautiful, naturally blush look. You can take a little bit of this too if you're feeling adventurous and pop it. If you're on the go and you have one product, boom, 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 and you have just a hint of color here as well, and out the door. So now we're going to pop into the Goddess highlighter. This is going to be the powder form. And it's got this really gorgeous palette. It's really a beautiful warm color, so it's going to be universally flattering. A lot of artists say that warm tones are flattering on camera, and it's true. It's warmer tones look better when you're on camera, or just in general, it's a healthier look. So this is a beautiful warm highlight that gives a really beautiful healthy look to the skin. So we're going to take just a brush with a little bit of a fluffy portion at the end to diffuse it a little bit, so we have the cream on already. And we're going to apply this in an upward motion. And the reason I did it in different directions is because what I found is cream and powder, when applied in different directions, kind of hold on to each other a little better. So I'm actually going to take this product.
So I have to ask you, do you like synthetic brushes or do you like real hair?
I mean, I love synthetic brushes because of the cruelty-free aspect of it. I mean, I think that's important. It's the most sustainable because it can use so many different fibers to create a brush and create a luxurious feel to a brush.
Yeah.
So yes, I do like a synthetic brush for that very reason. And I think that sometimes the natural hair brushes, they do apply differently. And I think that especially with a denser brush, natural hair brushes do apply a little bit better. But I think overall synthetic brushes are more sustainable and more environmentally friendly, and I think that's what we have to go towards.
Totally.
Just like your brand, everything has a sustainability, has a vegan aspect to it, has a clean aspect to it, and I think that's what we have to do globally in order to have a sustainable beauty industry.
I personally can't wait until we get rid of packaging.
Of course.
I can't tell you how much packaging goes in the trash cans. And I see it and it kills me, but I think people just aren't ready to receive a beautiful compact without that box. But I can't wait for that day to come.
Well, and I think that you can achieve a much more beautiful object, a much more beautiful compact when you don't have the cost of packaging in it. So if you don't have the packaging, you can achieve a much more beautiful compact because all of that money going into packaging would go into a beautiful compact that you can refill. That would be something that you can have engraved or passed down, or something that's going to stick with you, and you have all these beautiful memories with it. So I think that is absolutely the necessary future in order to sustain this industry.
I'm ready for it.
As
soon as you guys are ready for it, everyone let me know. I'm so ready for it.
I think that the nudies, the nude on V fans, should be the voice of change for this industry.
Oh, I agree. I agree.
Let Isabel know your thoughts on it.
Yes, please.
So I'm applying this the powder highlight in a different direction. So I'm kind of going upwards here, and I'm getting this beautiful payoff. And I don't want it to be too heavy. You can always build it, and I'll show you how you can build it later. But just taking it, diffusing it outwards to give this really beautiful glow. And again, taking it the center of the face where we want that glow and that radiance. Again, with your finger on the Cupid's bow. And you can see this beautiful warm color. It's giving this really gorgeous Ibiza getaway where you're there with your lover or your friends or whoever you're with, and you're having this gorgeous glow, which you've been sun-kissed, and you're out for dinner or drinks in the evening. So this is a really beautiful way to elevate your look into an evening look where you have a little bit more impact with a powder on top of your cream. Now is the time for the powder blush. So we've completed our highlighter look. We're taking it just on the high cheekbone here. We're going to take Enchant on the apple of the cheek, just very softly. Again, we're just using that product out because this product is very, very concentrated. So we're going to take it just here, and it gives this really gorgeous, gorgeous luminosity. Just popping it right here.
How would you describe the color of this?
I would describe the color as the perfect peach color. Like, it literally has this beautiful golden luminosity to it, and it's one of those things where you can just pop it on with a little lipstick and go, or with a little bronzer and go. It's just such an easy, effortless product to use, and I think that's what your brand does so well, is it does effortless beauty perfectly. So we're just taking that just here on the apple of the cheek, and it gives this really gorgeous light. So again, we have all this beautiful light in the center of the face. So now we're going to go into a perfect summery eye look, and we're going to only add one product to what we've already used. So if you have the basics, you only have to pick up one more thing in order to create your perfect eye look. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the beautiful Ibiza Nude. Take your finger, close your eye for me. I'm just going to pat that right here on the lid, and it just immediately just brightens the lid. It's so flattering, and it just glides right on. You don't have to worry about creasing. Has the hyaluronic acid in there, so you're going to have that wonderful hydrated lid actually at this point. Hydration all over the face. Taking it, just patting it. Open for me. So that alone is really gorgeous. It just makes her eyes sparkle. It's a beautiful warm tone. Now I'm going to take Desire right on top, which is it's really a complementary color. It's warm and it has a really beautiful sheen to it, not a shimmer, a sheen. You don't want to have like all the glitter everywhere. It's not the look we're going for. We're going for effortless beauty. Take your little brush here and you're gonna buff it right in.
I love this one. This one's my absolute favorite eyeshadow. I wear it almost every single day.
So if you're out until 2 or 3 a.m., or depending what city you're in, if you're in New York, it's 5 a.m. If you're here in LA, it's 2 a.m. You just
Two in LA?
2 in LA, we're bored, unfortunately. Well,
until 2 in the morning in LA.
Someone is going to have this eye look on. So this is going to be a perfect eye look for LA. So the cream blush is going to kind of hold it in place. It's going to act like a shadow base. And then we're going to take this product right on top, just smudging it in, buffing it in, and it's going to hold all night long. So if you're out dancing, having a good time, you have an eye look that's going to stay with you until you call it a night. So we've taken that into the crease, or on the lid, and now we're going to take the Solace bronzer, which we used in the beginning during the facial framework stage, and we're going to take that, if you look straight ahead for me, and we're going to blend it out. Just to really make sure there's no harsh lines, a really seamless look, and it kind of gives a really beautiful gradient look to the eyeshadow look. And take it above the eye orbital just slightly, just so it opens the eye up. You don't want to get too heavy in the crease, depending on what your eye shape is. Don't get too heavy in the crease, just kind of lightly fade it upwards, and it gives this really beautiful open eye effect. And that is your quick and easy eye look for your summer nights. Now back to where it all began with the beautiful lip collection from Nude on V. So I'm going to do.
I love the way you say Nude on V.
Nude on V. So back to where it began. Was that? We have to squeeze it in, of course.
Yeah,
so I'm going to use Timeless. There's 2 lip shades. I'm going to use the warmer lip shade here. We're using Timeless.
No, Timeless
I'm
is
sorry,
cooler.
Cooler. Timeless.
Perfect is the warmer. Good.
We're using Timeless. So Timeless lip pencil. And we're just going to go ahead and start lining. So I like to line beginning and end of the lip look, just because it kind of cleans up any edges that may not be perfect, because putting on lipstick is never easy or to get a perfect look. So we're going to start by lining, which Isabel has the perfect lips. So maybe we should have been using a perfect liner. Just a rough line, you know. It's clean, but it's not perfect because we're gonna put lipstick over it. So don't beat yourself up over the perfect little lines, because it's makeup. You can always fix it. It's not permanent unless you're tattooing it on. So we're gonna add next. We're gonna jump into Rush, which I love this shade. Beautiful warm lip color, popping that just right onto the lips. The formula is so hydrating and beautiful in these lip products. They're just incredible. And they also smell amazing too. So it's just an incredible experience, a sensory experience, if you will. So just taking that all over the lip, typical lipstick application.
So I have to say, I have to squeeze stuff in.
Yeah.
Someone said to me that her boyfriend, talking about scents, said that her boyfriend said to her, "You look so good, and you smell so good. I know it's there, but I don't know what it is." It's the lipstick.
Well, you revealed her secret now. So if her boyfriend's listening, then that's what it is. The secret's out. The cat's out of the bag. It's her lipstick.
I know it's there, but what is it? The mysterious scent.
The intoxicating
Beauty.
scent. Yeah. So now my favorite part, which is I love the glosses. The applicator on the gloss is absolutely incredible. It's like a finger. What was the inspiration for the exact inspiration for the gloss?
It's like a kitty cat.
A kitty. Okay, little kitty. It's a kitty paw.
Or a little jar of honey with the paw sticking in there, like
I love
dessert.
it. So there you go. So this is going to be dessert on the lips. So we have the cute little kitten paw here, and we're going to apply that in the center of the lip to get a really beautiful pout. And you can be generous with it. Feels amazing. It's hydrating.
This has peptides in it.
And it has peptides in it. So there you go. So you're going to get that instant gratification of that perfected lip.
And it smells really
And it
really
smells good too. So now, finishing up, I'm going to take the liner one more time just to make sure all of our lines are crisp. So this is the time where the lines count. And be careful not to overdraw because it can easily happen once all the lips are on. You're like, oh, I can make them a little bit bigger. Well, be careful with making them bigger because sometimes it can get a little too out of control. So just go right along the edges, clean up your lines, and it just gives this really clean, fresh look. Et voila.
Which one did you use? Whisper? Whisper lip gloss.
I'm so excited about the kitten paw that I forgot the name. The kitten paw that dipped into Whisper.
You know I have little messages on the boxes, right?
Little message on the boxes.
Do you know what this one says?
What does this one say?
It says, life whispers. Listen closely.
There you go.
Lesson of the day.
Lesson of the day.
After
and your
40
boyfriend
minutes.
listens too if it smells good.
Oh my God, that is so true. So true. So, are we done?
Yeah, we're done. This is it. This is the
get to
summer
look at
look.
myself?
You get to look at yourself now. So this is your summer look. Your fresh
love
nights
it.
in Ibiza.
I love it. You know, I barely use the Rush lipstick, so it looks really good. I love
gorgeous.
it.
Well,
I get stuck on one or two, and I just have those all over. But yeah, now I'm gonna start using the Rush.
It's very flattering, and it's great for summer. It's great for spring, and it's universally flattering. It's a perfect undertone, so anyone can wear that shade of lipstick or Whisper. I mean, Whisper is again universally flattering.
Thank you so much. I hope all of you guys get to experience the blushes, use them, love them, enjoy them. Have a great summer. Thank you, Seth. You are
It's my
amazing.
pleasure. It's always a pleasure.
I love hanging out with you. I can't wait to do this more often with you. You are so talented.
Thank you.
So amazing.
Well,
I love you.
I love you. I mean, my life couldn't get easier. I mean, look at she's gorgeous.
Oh, you're sweet.
So, where can we find your products at? Those who are obsessed with the products, have seen what you love, and so who've seen the products, won't know what they want. They're like chomping at the bit. Where can they find your products?
Of course, online, nudeonv.com, and there's a whole bunch of retailers all over. Now that Barnes is gone, there's a whole bunch of others, so I had to put that
Of
in,
course.
which is very heartbreaking for me, as well as so many other people. But Saks Fifth Avenue just started carrying it, Neiman's, Cosbar, Blushington, and of course our own website, nudeonv.com.
Where you can also get special little treats as
yes.
well. So always great to shop at nudeonv.com because the experience, also the packaging, and of course there's always a little extra something that you may receive in your package. So always check out nudeonv.com.
Thank you so much. Thank you.